Better late than never, I suppose. Better get this show started. Oh, here we are.
This video is for the Pirate King. Fuck 3 and 4. Fuck Lennon Lime. Look, if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? Yo! His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already, mom's spaghetti. He's nervous but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth but the words won't come out. He's choking, how everybody's joking now. The clock's run out, time's up over, blouse, now back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity, oh, there goes gravity. Choked, he's so mad but he won't give up that easily. No, he won't have it, he knows his whole back's to these ropes. It doesn't matter, he's dope, he knows that, but he's broke. He's so stagnant, he knows when he goes back to the mobile home, that's when it's back to the lab again. Yo, this whole rhapsody, better go capture this moment and hope it don't pass, and you better lose yourself in the moment you own. You better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes one in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music and the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better, it's all escaping through this hole that's gaping. This world is mine for the taking. Make me king as we move towards a new world order. A normal life is boring, but superstardom's lost a post-mortem. It only grows harder, only grows hotter. He blows it all over, these hoses all on him. Coast to coast shows, he's known as a globetrotter. Lonely roads, God only knows he's gone farther from home. He's no father, he goes home and barely knows his own daughter. But hold your nose, cause he goes to cold water. These hoes don't want him no more, he's cold-blooded. They moved on to the next mo who throws his nose dove and sonata. So the soap opera is told and unfolds. I suppose it's all partner, but the beat goes on, da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. You better lose yourself in the moment, in the music you own. You better never let it go, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better no more games, I'm a change of your range. Tear the motherfucker roof up like two dogs' cage. I was playing in the beginning, the mood I'll change. I've been chewed about and spit out and booed off stage. But I kept rhyming and stepped right in this next cipher. Best believe somebody's paid the Pied Piper. All the pain inside amplified by the fact that I can't get by with my 9 to 5. And I can't provide the right type of life for my family, cause man, these goddamn food stamps don't buy diapers, and it's no movie. There's no Kai Pfeiffer. This is my life and these times are so hard. And it's getting even harder trying to feed and water my seed. Plus teeter-totter caught up between being a father and a prima donna. Baby mama drama screaming on it too much. But me want to stay in one spot. Another day of monotony's gotten me to the point. Like I'm a snail, I've got to formulate a plot or end up in jail or shot. Success is my only motherfucking option. Failure's not. Mama love you, but this train has got to go. I cannot grow old in Salem's lot. So here I go is my shot. Think fail me not. This may be the only opportunity that I got. You better lose yourself in the music, in the the moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes one in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better.
Oi, oi, chatters and dabblers. 'Tis I, the Cranberry Electric, beloved to some, troll to others, but the truth is, I'm so much more. I am the watcher, sat on an empty balcony with only the ghost of Magneto as company, looking out upon the Dabbleverse and asking, what's going on here then? And fucking hell, there's a lot going on. So welcome to watching the Dabbleverse. Now, if you don't know me, I'm not Cardiff. You'd be surprised how many people get confused. I am Cardiff's favourite schizo cat poster. There's a big difference between me and Cardiff. They say he's a hitman and I'm a terrorist. I prefer to think of it that he's the hero we all needed. Well, now I'm the bad guy you all deserve. What is this show? Well, I'll be covering the beefs, the gossip, the lolcows, the grifters, beloved chatters, the trolls, the lot of it. I'm not here to cover old ground. I'm not here to talk John when there is no John. This is your dabbling current event show. I'm here for you, and I'm watching everyone. But before we get into it, for the benefit of all those new to this world, a little introduction. So there's this bloke, and his name is Stuttering John Melendez. He did radio, TV, music, comedy, politics, films. He even wrote a book. But the thing is, he just wasn't great at them. And of course, he used to have a podcast. Now, this podcast got the attention of some other people, and they had podcasts, and those podcasts inspired people to create content. Some found themselves dabbler adjacent, others wanted to get involved and cash in on the Stut Joe algorithm. And let's not forget the greatest of them all. Yeah, that's right. Now, what you see here is just the tip of the iceberg. Trust me. Anytime I go on a YouTube's, I see a new face I never heard of talking about him. And yeah, I guess I'm one too now. The difference is, I was a beloved chatter. He sang my name. We were the watchers of Stuttering John. Then one day, as mysteriously as he appeared, he was gone. But how did the dabbler get his name? That has everything to do with this lovely, lovely lady, Chrissy Mayer. Here's what happened. Now, before I play it, I just want to point out that this fella did a podcast every weekend about politics, and I use that term very loosely. Because mostly he just shout and moan about that bad orange fella. So this line of questioning you're going to hear is perfectly reasonable.
Do you think that Trump has been good for comedy?
Is this whole interview going to be about Trump, or?
If you really don't want to talk about it, I just figured.
I
thought you had done. I thought you had dabbled occasionally in stand-up, so that's why I brought that up.
I dabbled occasionally, really.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was a thing you were really doing or not, and I wasn't sure.
Oh, no, I've been doing stand-up for 20 years. I don't dabble.
Okay, that's good.
The tension here is beautiful.
Have you been getting up much in the last 6 months or so?
Well, since all my gigs have been canceled due to COVID, no, I haven't. But I
Yeah.
had like, 15, probably more, 20 gigs canceled due to COVID.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the states have been opening up here and there, like North Carolina is back open. I just didn't know if, the states that had sort of been making it work with the, 25%, customers allowed in, like if you were able to, rebook anything in the last few months since things have opened up again.
But you know what, Christy, to say I dabbled in stand-up is so disrespectful. I haven't been disrespectful to you at all. And yet you respect me and say I
Oh, I
dabbled.
didn't I mean I could have picked a different word. I didn't know that it was your main thing, honestly.
I dabbled in stand-up. Okay. I mean that's so disrespectful, and I'm doing your show.
I honestly I don't know
I
the
haven't
extent
put
to
you
which you
down in
do
any way.
stand up. I mean, isn't that the point of an interview? Is like, oh, you can correct me if I'm wrong about
No,
something.
no. You dabbled in stand-up when
Yeah,
I've
I don't
been
know. I
a
didn't know. I
first
don't know how much
comedian.
stand up you do, John. It was just
I've
an honest
headlined
thing.
places all over, and you say I dabbled in stand-up. Come on, come on.
So you're
That's
more
an
than a
insult.
dabbler. That's fine. It's okay. I don't. Hey, I've been wrong. It's fine. It's like, it's really not a big deal. You probably didn't know that I did stand up. It's okay. It's we're not like that's what an interview is.
Oh,
You learn more about the other person. So
well, you seem to be pretty schooled in everything else, so you would think that you've seen that I've been doing stand-up
oh
for.
well, thank you. I wanted to prepare, so I feel like but I don't know all there is to know about Stuttering John. So hence the interview. So I guess all right. So you don't want to talk about Trump anymore.
No,
I mean,
I'll talk about him, but I don't know why. I mean, I didn't know this was going to be a political,
oh
discussion.
no,
I thought,
that was not my goal either.
oh, all right.
I've talked with a bunch of other comedians. Some people say he has been great for comedy. Some people think the Trump jokes are getting a little tired. It's a question that I was asking without it being like a triggering,
Well,
political
as a
thing.
comedian, of you, and as a comedian, you're a comedian, right?
Yes, I dabble.
And dabble she did. Queen of the dabblers, we salute you. So that leads us to the state of the Dabbleverse as it is today. We're in a post-DabbleCon era. John is gone, apparently working a full-time job. His house is in escrow. The most you see of him right now are his retweets and the occasional troll bait post. His mods have moved on. The chat has scattered. But those damn trolls, they're still playing their games. Here he is, the warm, cosy centre of it all. Now, everyone knows it was Who Are These Podcasts that really set off the big bang, having reviewed John's show, highlighting just how bad it was. It was a beautiful sight to behold, the feuding, the threats, the copyright strikes. Beautiful. But as the heat died down, the universe expanded and galaxies were formed. Many have sought to replace John with others. Some dabblers have fallen from grace, found themselves a centre of attention. Others have been sucked in by gravity. The Dabbleverse needs a dabbler. And we have plenty of choice, but there can be only one. John can't be replaced. But plenty have shown that Melendesian behaviour that made him so much fun. 'Tis the curse of the Dabbleverse. Now, at this little rogues gallery, we have old OP, dabbler adjacent. A lot of people turn their attention to him, but he just doesn't play the same way Stut Joe did. Then there's Kevin, dumb fucking a guitar rabbi. Rabbi's disappeared. And Kevin, well, he just doesn't want to be associated with the community no more. Ditched everyone on Twitter after his Pissgate shame. He just can't shake it. As much fun as these fellas are, they ain't worst of the bunch. I don't even want to talk about them at the moment. So we're left with these three. And I'll get rid of one of them straight away. We'll come back to him. So we're left with these two Charlies, Shuley and Steel Toe. No two people are hated more in the Dabbleverse right now, and the proof? Well, they both have entire subreddits dedicated to them. Shuley's Anonymous and Steel Toe Boring Show. Now, I want to make my position on Shuley clear. I don't care about him. I'm not a stern kid. There's no background there. I harbour no hatred towards him. Well, I mean, when it comes to Uncle Rico, it's just never moved me. I get why it was popular. Sometimes people just want content. In fact, that's how Netflix and Disney make a living. Quantity over quality. That's just the opinion of me. Who am I? I'm just the watcher. The watcher of the Dabbleverse. Shuley. He has certainly been a subject of a lot of criticism. They say he didn't want to get involved until he saw the money he could make. It didn't really help when he started messing about with his Patreon tiers, upping the money, pissing people off. They say he wanted to jump on a WATP bandwagon and copy old Carly Poo, something he's still being accused of. Others got quickly bored of Uncle Rico because it's essentially a couple of old blokes watching Stuttering John doing the same bits over and over again. But the biggest mistake he's made seems to have been running afoul of a group of domestic terrorists known as Dabblers Anonymous, using content from the subreddit and not even crediting those that posted it. Now, this is from an interview he did with that Hughesy fellow, and I want to play this just to highlight some of the Melendesian behaviour inherent in all these devious dabblers that run afoul of us watchers.
Like, I love busting Stuttering John's balls. It makes me feel young. But then you get to hear about these people who are like prank calling his mum.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They did it to us when we were planning to negotiate, or talk to Pickwick Pub about doing something there. And before I could even reach out to him, trolls started calling and telling the management all these lies about us and how we just planned to come in there and kick the door open and take over the whole fucking bar. And if anybody stops us, men, women, children, we're going to beat the shit out of everybody. And it's like, so, it's wild that for people who can't stand me, can't stand what I do, can't stand the product I put out there, they steal every show they can get off of Patreon and post it and watch it. And it's like, it's wild to me that they don't see that they love everything that I do, that they love every show that I put out there, and they just don't know how to express it because something traumatic happened in these people's lives. Something fucked them up. I don't know if it was in all these instances, it was a Jew, but for whatever reason, they don't like me. And that's fine. I'm not going to win everybody over, but I don't go out of my way to fuck with these people. I just do my thing. That's a one-way street.
Yeah, I think it's more a case. It's not so much that they don't like you. It's just they don't like this.
Shut up, Hughesy. Oh, the trolls, those racist, damaged people, they love me, they're obsessed with me. We've heard that all before. And we'll be hearing it a few more times, I promise. Now, it seems to me when you start throwing around the isms, it generally means you got nothing. You're not listening, you're dismissing, you're not learning, you're backing yourself into a corner and playing the only card you've got. Now, I'm sure there's been some anti-Semitism towards him, but you'd think a bloke who uses his background as a punchline regularly would be a little bit more resilient when it's being thrown at him. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if I had a crutch like that to lean on, I would. But hey, I don't. I'm just that Australian Eurotrash fella with a mongoloid voice and a glorious beard. To his credit, though, Shuley has had an interview recently with that Adam Goldstein fella who wrote those sitcoms. Let's have a look at what he said there. Maybe he's learnt a thing or two.
Stuttering John, and I want to get right into the Stuttering John stuff. Why do you think it is that John's unable to ignore his trolls, and why he always seems to engage in the worst possible way?
I mean, look, it's hard. It's not easy to not get involved. It takes willpower. Look, it's not an exact science. There's days where I start with them and give them what they want, and it's like you just can't. Or in his case, there's so much of it that it's kind of hard to ignore. Your only other options are to just leave and never come back. Or lean into it and kind of embrace it.
So credit where credit's due. Maybe I've seen his mistake. The second you react, they get what they want. Ignore them or embrace them. Just don't do the whole "they love me" cope. It just spurs them on. But I have to say, Shuli's biggest shitbag moment so far, in my opinion, has to be this.
Knowing John, if he thinks that I'm coming on here and telling him, saying that I think that what you guys, if you're doing that shit, I don't know, because I don't. If you're doing that shit, I condemn it. It's wrong. Okay, I don't know if you are or you're not. Doesn't make a difference. I'm going to say it's fucked up if it is. If it's not, then okay. But if he has a problem and thinks I'm a traitor or I'm coming on here, I have every right to do anything I want.
Absolutely.
This isn't okay. And I'm coming on here and I'm saying I don't like if you guys are attacking his kids, if you're attacking his job, if you're doing anything. I don't fucking like it. But I don't know. I don't know the whole story other than I hear one thing and I hear another thing. I don't care. I don't want to be a part of it.
Understood.
That's that.
No, totally.
Understood. And we respect you and we love you.
I know. That's why I'm here, because I didn't think you would have backdoor me. But okay, it's been addressed. John, if you think I'm a traitor, you're wrong. I'm here to make sure that if they're doing something stupid, I don't like it, and that's that. And I don't know. Okay, so if you are, then don't do it.
And if that's the case, we would have just started the show with that shit, and we would have talked to you about you.
But I don't like it. I don't like confrontation. I don't like you're my friend and he's my friend, and I can't be in between. I'm not going to be in between. You're going to be both my friends. But I think he would. I think he would appreciate a little what's up, because he's the happiest dad in the world right now.
I will hit him up as soon as we get done tonight. Ganj, I love you. Ganj, Grillo, I love you, brother. I wish you all the best. Keep in touch. Thank you for coming on.
I appreciate the respect. I'm not going to go on and analyze. You want to hear the Gandolfini story real quick?
Before you tell it, I just want to tell you we do a few other shows here on the network. We do the Miserable Men show. We do the BS show, which is a morning show, 11 a.m. It's not John related. If you ever want to come on and fuck around.
So he gets this Grillo fella onto the show, dedicated to mocking John. The fella has gone on a record of saying he's not talking shit about John, and good for him for sticking to his guns. But to then say he has about 3 other shows he could have had him on to chat about anything else, I'd have told him to fuck off right there. Fucking chancer. It's like the first 20 minutes of this show, you know he was trying to fucking get something out of him. Dirty, devious, dabbling. Anyway, that leads us to our next subject. Let's talk quickly about this fucker. The less said, the better, really. He sums himself up pretty well.
I feel like a piece of shit.
That's because you are, mate. Steel Toe Morning Show. Aaron Imholt and his missus. Now, this bloke wanted to insert himself into this world, and he's getting everything he wanted. Constantly on the grift. Oh, wait, sorry, he's an e-beggar. Claims the trolls love him. Isn't entertaining in the least. Taking shots at John's kids. You know I don't like that. It's bang out of order. Stop it. He's got boobs. He's likely to transition according to a number of dodgy sources, naming no names. This guy even considers himself a stand-up comic. Maybe he is. But this is the only footage I've found as evidence.
What do you think? What happened in your opinion? Corey?
Yeah.
I told you not to fucking do this?
Yeah.
I told you I didn't want to make it about him? You better give me 5 minutes at your mic every goddamn time I'm there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, we're good. Alright.
And Corey has been well, you can do it, fine. I mean, I wouldn't want to hear what I had to say if I were you either.
Nobody wants to hear what you have to say.
Oh, sweetie, he's not gonna fuck you tonight.
off and don't look each other in the eye. Get it over with.
You're welcome. That's all I wanted was thank you. You're welcome. That's all I needed. Thank you.
Way to keep your cool, you fucking adult.
Thank you. I made him money. I want him to be rich.
Nobody
I want him
likes
to do
you.
very well.
Get off
He
this
thanked
thing.
me. You're welcome.
Goodbye.
We'll get divorced.
Goodbye.
Not here.
There's a reason your wife left you.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
You still
Taking
don't get
my
it.
show about you.
Man, you still don't get it. You still don't get it. It's too bad. We broke his balls the way we do everybody else. Don't do this. Don't do it.
You
Don't
fucking
do this.
walk on that.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do this. Don't, Max, don't do this. Max, you're going to hate yourself in the morning if you do this.
Bob and Weed sticking.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Stand-up's going great, obviously. The best thing, though, is he lists his stand-up career over and above being a father on his profile, which, considering what Chad and the ex-wife are saying, is probably definitely the case in reality. But he does at least recognise himself as a mediocre hack. This guy is 100% Melendesian, and he's under heavy fire right now. He's made threats to Bob Levy over his association with the Z-Man. He's even running a dodgy prize giveaway. He should really read those YouTube guidelines. Spends every episode addressing the haters from what I've seen. Keeps finding himself in battles he can't win and then dropping and turning tail. We've seen this all before. So okay, can't have one without the other, right? I'm only going to do a quick one on this fella. The Z-Man himself, Chad Zumock. But I hear you ask, why the special treatment? Well, the noble and righteous Chad has addressed the trolls in the same manner we've heard him say he turns haters to fans. Well, the last couple of weeks, he's not wrong. Now, I wasn't particularly a hater, but his little crusade against Steel Toe has provided a lot of entertainment. Steel Toe wanted this. The more Chad fights back, the more I love that mud shark. Much like Johnny's going after the same people, he's having the same fights, he's just better at it. But like SJ, he does struggle with talking sometimes. I mean, so do I. Can't blame him.
This is from the great Gina Leva, Bob Levy's better half. My feeling is Aaron speaks like a greasy politician, never straight talk. Ooh, nailing it right out of the gate. A lot of hinting, snark, and clever oh God, Bob, how's that? How do you say that? Fuck! I'm a general studies major, Kent State, 2.6 GPA.
Bless him. See, the only problem with Chad is this.
So, Aaron catches wind of this because he's obsessed with me, and he.
No, don't do it. Don't do it, Chad. Don't fall into that trap. It's the same words as John. It's Melendez through and through. Please, Chad. Don't be another victim of the curse. Please. Not our beautiful blue-eyed boy. Now, this is just a little intro. Are we talking about the Mud Shark and his feud much more deeply another day? Because here's the point of it all. All three of these fellas are proof that John's absence is not the end of the Dabbleverse. They all have that same essence. Some aren't as entertaining, but they've seen what's happened and they can choose another path if they so desire. They can be redeemed. Well, maybe. They just have to quit being such dabblers. More and more faces keep popping up wanting to take a bite out of the Dabbleverse, and it seems they don't know what they're in for. So listen up. Don't think because you come in throwing punches at John that you'll be well received here. Keep your noses clean and keep your head down. Especially if you're as shady as the man himself. Because we're watching. Now, no show about a Dabbleverse would be complete without mentioning this fella. You can't not mention him. He's a scourge of the Dabbleverse. Muttering J. This geezer is relentless. If he comes after you, you'd better hope you've covered your tracks, because if there's shit, he will find it. As you can see here, he's had a hand in chasing a few people off. If you don't know him, get to know him. Get on the Twitter, follow the drama. At some point, I'll have to take a look at him properly. But for now, just know that this is the Dabbleverse's star reporter. Does that make him Clark Kent or Lois Lane? I don't know. She won a Pulitzer, didn't she? Anyway, as long as the dabblers dabble and the watchers watch, the Dabbleverse ain't over, baby. It's only just begun. Now, Chad inspired this next section, but then Cardiff went and fucked it all up for me. It's Carly Poo's Cucks! Now, this week's cuck was supposed to be backstabbing, dabbling, fuckface piece of shit El Horrible. You might know him as the Bedabbler. I was going to tell you not to go to his channel. Definitely don't watch his videos. Don't like and subscribe by order of the Church Electric. But he's been forgiven, so do. I mean, I wouldn't have meant it anyway, because he's actually bloody good. Cream of the crop and all that. I like this fella, so like this fella. But enough of the serious talk. Let's talk about some of the funny fuckers. Our first one is Unique. He made his name off of starting shit with Anthony Cumia, Brendan Schwab, old Carly Poo. He even went on Cardiff Electric show and said the F slur, amongst other things, which is bang out of order. It's a good, wholesome, clean show. No place for that kind of language. Unless it comes out of my mouth. Anyway, this mush-mouthed dabbler is well known for his streams where he'll sit there, get shit-faced, descend into an incomprehensible slur, and if we're lucky, has a bit of a domestic win and misses. Now, I watched him the other day, and he certainly didn't disappoint. This is prime Unique.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, come here. All these guys. Dabbling time. They're all thinking shit on Stuttering John, right? Stuttering John. Maybe they break the truth to you. Oh my god, where's my weed? I have no... Dad! My weed, my bowl. Bring me a bowl and then I'll spill it. And get high. And put some knowledge on the other chat. Yeah. Well, they're making chili cheese dog, right? I'd rather hot dog. What? Yeah, it's a building because we are making that. They're making the chili cheese dogs, right? Des. Where the fuck you cunt? Alright, my point was, what point was it? That my point was. One point did you piss me off? Oh, sure. At a point, I was thinking. You're beating me up. Gurgle doesn't come back here. Yeah, I was gonna say. It is AIU time, niggas. Let's see what it is. Get me on Patreon. Oh, no. It's just honey, you wanna watch this. What do I watch? What a 9-year-old. And I got to smack
Sometimes in life, you have a story to tell, and you got your talking points, and you got the things you want to express.
The man wants a bloody chili cheese dog woman. Hey, what the fuck was that? Now, if you were able to decipher whatever the fuck it was he said, put your answers on a postcard, send it to cranberryelectric@gmail.com. You won't win anything, but if it's funny, I might at least share it next time. He's a fucking mess. It's entertaining. Now, from the deepest, darkest corner of the Dabbleverse right now, I present to you Andrew Paul Roach, aka Minnie Manson. I don't even know how to describe this person, so here's the lovely Elisa Jordana to do the job for me.
Let's talk to this guy named Minnie Mason. This is a new person to Kermit and Friends. His name is Minnie Mason. He's a Marilyn Manson fanatic who became well known after appearing on Wendy Pack streams. Everybody, welcome to the show, Minnie Mason.
Hello. It's Manson. Not Mason. Minnie Manson.
Oh,
Hello.
okay, sorry. Oh, hi, Minnie Manson. I'm sorry about that. I misread it.
It's okay.
So you became popular after hanging out with my friend Wendy Pack from the Howard Stern show. Are you a big Stern fan?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you're a big Stern fan. Terrific.
Of course
Okay,
I
great.
am.
But were you like banned from that community somehow?
No.
No?
Some people got angry at me though. They started calling me names, which they better not do here, because I'm a performer. This man named, well, I'm not gonna even give that guy credit, but this man on her show was a good friend with her, started going in on me. You watch the video, the first show I was on, and you'll see what I mean.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So you couldn't take it and you left?
Yes.
Ah, I'm so sorry to hear that. So that's happened to a lot of people here too. But you can't.
We're not
let
going to
that
talk
get you-
about that. I came here to perform and to introduce myself, not to rehash something that happened in another show. I'm just an entertainer, and I don't want to be involved with infighting between people on other shows. That's not my job. My sole job is to entertain people, which I'm hoping I'll get to do today.
Okay, so you don't want to go you don't want to go through why people know you, because people know you for Wendy's show.
They know me from Music Biz Marty. They know me from Pod Awful. They know me from my own channel. I have about 685 subscriptions now. I know that's not a lot, but you got to start somewhere. I've only been doing this for about 6-7 months now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'm reluctant to go on shows. I get trolled by people. They take me on the show and then they start calling me the P word and everything else. That's not acceptable.
But Minnie, if you go on other shows, you're going to have to figure out a way to handle that stuff, because the more people that you're in front of, the more people will know you, and they will say things.
Guess what? I went back on the show that night, and then somebody named Poon took that man down that was picking on me. So there's justice in the world, and my fans also went after them. So now he's getting trolled all the time in his own videos. So I have fans who stick up for me. I have people who watch out for me. And I went back on the show again the next day, despite what happened. So I did go back. I'm getting used to this. I mean, I am not a seasoned professional like you. I haven't been online for years. I just started doing this, like I said, about less than a year ago. I'm learning the hard way.
Well, I'm sorry it's been so hard for you. It really should be fun, though.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah, it should be fun. So,
and none of that school shooter talk. Every time I go on a video, somebody's like, school shooter. Don't say things like that. You're going to get her video striked. Is that what you want? I'm looking at the chat there. So people should be careful what they're saying in there.
Huh. I'm just getting a caller. This is a very famous caller. Yes, Kermit and Friends. How can I help you?
Hey, Lisa, it's Gonzo. I think I know why this Mason guy has so many problems. He's very prickly. He's not very nice. He's kind of a jerk.
Is he a jerk?
Coming off very, very mean.
Is he mean? I can't even tell. I can't even tell anymore if somebody's mean or not, Gonzo. That's how like jaded I am. Is this guy mean?
Here's an idea. Let's give me a chance, and you can decide if I'm a jerk, if I'm good on your show. I was on a show last night, and the guy was respectful and nice to me. I was on a show for 2 hours. I performed. It was wonderful.
Hey, Lisa. I did a 180 on this Vinnie Manson guy. At first, I thought he was like a jerk and kind of like an asshole. But after watching, I kind of liked him. Like he grew on me.
Okay, he grew on you, Minnie Mason, but Minnie Mason hates me. That doesn't change your opinion at all?
I do hate you. I'm going to cut your fucking throat, bitch.
But I think
You say I'm a troublemaker? I'll show you a fucking troublemaker.
Don't say that.
You got a problem with me? You got a fucking problem with me, you fucking cunts? You can piss off everybody. You're yelling at this man, pissing him off. You're saying you hate biological females. You know what? Fuck off. You're jealous of women.
Don't.
Who are you talking to right now? Who's he talking to?
I'm talking to you. I don't like the way you treat people. People told me that not to go on your show. They said that you would attack me, that you'd call me a pedophile, and all kinds of shit. I should fucking sue your ass. How do you know I won't sue you?
I didn't call you a pedophile.
My fans are going to chaw you up. You know, when my fans hear about what you did to me, they're going to come after you. I don't like the way you spoke to me.
All right, Minnie.
Kiss. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. I can't get enough of loving you, baby. Can you get enough of me?
I would stop with the singing, honestly. The
singing. Minnie is a fun little entertainer, and she loves a meltdown. Didn't kill Elisa in the end, although Mr. Danner may suffer some PTSD after he did this on another stream.
Yes. Here we go. Hey, Minnie Manson.
Hello.
Hi.
Yep, got his arse out on stream. Luckily, we had an edited version. Luckily. Anyway, this is Minnie's cat. Well, his old cat. You see that little question mark pattern on the back there? Yeah, Minnie shaved the cat to check it was real. Apparently it goes all the way down to the skin. Now, I'm not very happy about that, as you can imagine. But why am I talking about Minnie? Well, the other week, Minnie was the subject of a Cardiff Electric Discord server raid. Apparently, she blames Cardiff for shutting down her YouTube channel, even though it's still there. Or something. I don't know. Who knows with Minnie? But she was met by our favourite and straightest Discord lolcow, Mr. Abstruse. Minnie was immediately insulted by him, and she went full meltdown and wanted me to recognise her position as a rock star. But like I said, beloved to some. If you want to have a listen, you can find the audio in the last episode of the Cranberry Electric Show, only on the Cardiff Electric Podcast Network. It was an awful lot of fun, ended in some people getting banned, something unheard of before on Cardiff's server. And then he retreated in shame, having lost the most epic rap battle I have ever heard to Kinky Loco. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording at the time and the incident will be forever lost. Before Minnie was banished, she did publicly apologise for her behaviour. However, Team Minnie left me a message. You know where to find me. Minnie is certainly someone I will be following in the future. She's loads and loads of fun. Now, next episode, I'm going to be having a little look at this.
If there was a guy on the internet talking about me every week, I'd be excited about that. I'm a nobody. Nobody cares about my show. I have sock accounts. I'm the fucking asshole. I make up shit.
Fucking loser who's never done a damn thing in his life.
The only people who are interested in the show are me and Anthony Cumia.
Kevin and Why Do I Podcast. Kevin, boy, you really do have it figured out.
8,000 a month.
It's not good.
I would give Kevin and his stupid show, Why Do I Podcast, or with Kevin Dumbfuck, or whatever it is.
That's the way to go.
That's right. The rise and fall of Kevin Dumbfuck is a-coming. And maybe a peek at a new dabbler on the scene looking to make a name for himself. I'm sure you watchers can guess who I mean. I'll have all the drama, all the gossip, all the beef. Whatever's going on, I will cover it. Now, before I end, I want to give some shout outs and thank yous. Dabblers Anonymous, Shoolies Anonymous, Steel Toe, Boring Show, Shubbed and Scrubbed, DSJ, Muttering J, Soft, El Herible, I Heart Natty, Ann, Alex, Purple, Kinky Loco, O Umlaut, Chaos Queenie, My Boy Breenie, Andrea, Get Well Soon Darling, Benny Loco, Ken Otto, the Wes Webb Army, Cardiff Electric, and of course, Oi Oi Ian Hawke, if that is your real name. There are too many people to list, supporters and inspirations. I wouldn't be here were it not for you, and I love you all. Do not like and subscribe, do not share, don't go to Twitter and find me at Cranberry Elect, but do send me your hate and suggestions at cranberryelectric@gmail.com. Don't forget, send those feet pics to cardiffelectricpod@gmail.com. Well, that is it for this episode. I am telling you, you Dabbleverse fatalists, you have no idea. It's only getting bigger and better. While the dabblers keep dabbling, I'll keep watching. Now, if you know me, no show is complete without a sing-song at the end. So seeing us out today, the rock star herself, Minnie Manson. Until next time, watchers.
Come back home to me. If I could ever hold your little hand, oh, you might understand. I might have done something wrong. Honey, I'd be glad to admit it. Oh, come on home to me. Honey, well, I know that just doesn't seem to matter, baby. Oh, honey, when I go out, or when I'm trying to do, I'll find yourself stay out here, and I'm holding on. Please, stop you. Reconsider, baby, now. Come on, sit back. Won't you come back to me? Oh, maybe, let me have you. Show me how. Honey, baby,
I come out here, I go to rehab, I realize they give me a roommate. I meet my roommate for the first time. My roommate is homosexual, and he's a con artist. He tricked me into fucking him. There we go.
You know what I'm talking about, you fucking cockroach.